Hello, everybody, and welcome to Geek Dad Live. My name is Jay, and with me, as always, is my good friend Quip. And we're going to be talking some MOTU tonight, as long as my internet holds up. If you notice, I am in the in-laws suite basement at my in-laws house. It's my niece's birthday party today, so we flew out to New York today to go to the party. And doing that, but couldn't miss our showtime. Got a very, very special guest joining us tonight. A lot of MOTU talk to get into, so it's actually kind of works out perfect. A lot of MOTU news and drops this week for our special guest. And talked about it last week. The wonderful Pixel Dan will be joining us in a second. He's in the green room right now waiting for us. But Quip, how are you doing, my friend? You doing good?
Mejor que nunca, viviendo el sueño. I am doing fantastic. Living the dream.
Great. Love it. Love it. Love the shirt too. Love the Technodrome shirt. That's
I had to bring it out in honor of the special guest.
Yeah.
Had to rep. Had to actually adjust the camera angle so you could see I've got some turtle stuff. Everybody always accuses me of, not really collecting toys. I secretly hate toys, and I've infiltrated the toy tuber space to make everybody be reasonable and financially responsible. But no, I have toys too. And actually, this is weird because I'm so used to you having so many more things behind you. So it's kind of like we reversed roles.
I got nothing. Got a door. It's a drop ceiling. But let's say hello to the chat, then we'll bring out our special guest here. It's hopping as always. We got Chris, Elio, Matt Bush, Dorlaxian Smedberg, Larry's Geeky World, Kenner Vader, Paul Galliano, Flash is here, Shiny Plastic People, Mike Giralico, Frankie, Sebastian. What was the nickname you had for him on Brick Something show? You had a fun.
Oh, it was like, was it just Sebastian or
no? There was like a fun nickname, and I forgot it now.
Oh, anyway. No. Oh, there's another creator that's named Cibido, because his name is like a Sebastian Domingo. And so, or is it
there's another name?
I forget.
There's another name. Okay, I don't know what I'm thinking. Maybe I'm just faking.
Sebastian, if you remember the nickname, throw it in the chat.
Dave is here. Joey Helder, Mint with Card is here. Toy Geekosaurus, Nelson A, Tony Taponi, Technicolor, Mad Hatter's in the house. Hey, I have that shirt. Point Quippendor. Brian Brink is here. Mecha Man Blade in the house. Mad Hatter. Dole isn't here because those video games in the background gave him PTSD.
I love it. I love it.
Eat. And then we got some special anniversaries. Matt Bush, 36 months. J-Rod, 36 months. And Dave, 36 months. Thank you for your patrons. I don't have the button, or I'd hit the GDL family button. Ryan Dole is here. Notice it's not a negative thumbnail when it's about MOTU. That's the shilling I'm here for. Oh my god.
You are a brand ambassador, right?
Am I a brand? I signed the shill contract. The what is it? The influencer thing. So, I get sent little things every now and then. Charlie Weaver, member for 36 months. Thank you, Charlie Weaver. Also, he is the moderator, so if you get out of line, Charlie Weaver will get you right back into it. Okay. We got a special guest joining us for the first time ever on the Sunday night live stream. But my fandom of this gentleman goes back, I don't know, 18 years. We'll ask him to come. He's been online. I feel like I've grown up with this man that's about to join the stream. The godfather of toy tubing. Please give a warm first-time welcome to Pixel Dan.
Hey. Thank you. Every time you do that, it makes me feel ancient.
I don't mean to.
I just...
I do say the godfather of 17 years?
17 years
17 years?
I've been doing YouTube. Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah,
it's
ridiculous.
Because I was a podcaster. I've been podcasting since the mid-2000s. But I just remember, because I think it was on the He-Man.org forums, you started posting like the video reviews of the classics figures or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, this is so cool. He's like doing reviews of the figures that I'm buying. This is so cool. It's just such a neat thing.
That was back when you needed a website to like get eyes on you. That was before people were like watching things on YouTube.
Exactly.
So I just started doing it and throwing them up in the forums, and that's kind of around the time I met Val, and he's been like one of my best friends ever since. But he was kind of like, hey, this is really cool. What if we start putting these on the front page of the site? And then that's when it took off and turned into like that like brought me to everything I'm doing now. It's ridiculous. It's crazy.
It's so cool.
So,
well,
yeah.
The thing that I don't think people realize is that back then, and it's weird to say back then, that this was in the 2000s or whatever.
In the before times.
A lifetime ago. Yeah, the before times for sure.
But like, it wasn't that like, not everybody had like the cameras and the equipment and the stuff to like make videos. It's so easy now. But back then when you were doing it, it was not easy.
That's been one of the fun things and also like kind of weird things, right, about doing this for so long is I've watched the technology change and watched how easy it is. Like when I first started doing it, like I literally bought a mini DV camcorder from a Black Friday sale at Circuit City. So all of that dates me, right? Everything I just said shows you how old I am. And then I would film these videos on my mini DV tapes. I would have to capture that footage through a capture device to digitize it and then bring it into an editing program and edit it. It was a much different process. And I even think back to like my very first New York Toy Fair when I decided like I'm going to go around with a camera and I'm going to interview people. And I remember the looks I was getting from some of the other industry people. Like, who does this kid think he is with his video camera? Like, seriously. And now you go to these shows and everybody's running around live streaming everything or doing TikToks and stuff. You know what I mean? It's so different. Like, I was here before people were regularly videoing things at these shows. It's so weird to see it evolve.
And the other thing is, like, even though a lot of other people, including myself and a lot of friends of the channel and everything, you are still the best out of all of us. You cover the most. You work the hardest. Like, you at Comic-Con, you do not rest. Like, how are you? I mean, you're going from Comic-Con to promoting a book. Like you gotta be just gassed right now.
And I was doing the book stuff the whole time I was there too. Like I was sending you finished pages the night before our panel thing. So I don't know. It's one of those things where I have a hard time sitting still. I'm sure it's because I've got like I know I've got some ADHD and stuff like that going on. But like if I am not doing something at all times at Comic-Con, I feel like I'm missing something or like I have to be. I just have to be on the go, and it's exhausting. But I don't know. I love doing it. I've been like this was my 15th Comic-Con coverage.
Nice. That's awesome.
And I still love it, and I'm always sad when it's over, and I'm always ready to go back and do it again. So.
Awesome. I love it. Well, really excited to have you here. We're going to talk about your book a little bit once we get past our main topic of the night, which is some MOTU love. But yeah, I mean, why don't we just jump into it actually, since we're here. All right, so first things first, Dan, you and I were at Comic-Con, and they showed a few Masterverse figures, but this Teela, they didn't have this anywhere, did they? I feel
like she wasn't there. I remember people talking to me about her at the show because people were like, have you seen that Masterverse Teela? And I was like, what Masterverse Teela? What New Eternia Teela? But I guess some people had already gotten it in hand by then and started posting pictures of her online because everybody was talking about her face, which I'm sure we're going to talk about.
Well, I feel bad because like, and I think maybe we talked about this when you were on the Toy Geeks podcast when we talked about Master of the Universe toys in general. But yeah, there's times when Masterverse, especially New Eternia, absolutely destroys classics, and there's some times where it needs a little more work, a little more time in the oven or something like that. But I guess like what were your thoughts in seeing this Teela?
So I think she looks okay. but I think it's just okay, and that's kind of the thing. Like, there's nothing really. I don't know. Like, I liked the Evelyn that they did so much. The most
Evelyn was
one.
so good.
I thought she was like really pretty and like, you know, the way you would expect Evelyn to be. And like, it was just a really good, like, new take on Evelyn that still felt familiar, which is always, I think, the best new Eternia figures. Like, the best one versions of these new Eternia Masterverse figures are the ones that feel nostalgic but are still new, something that we haven't really had before. And I don't know, this just looks like we're just doing Teela again. Nothing about it really reads as anything new or exciting. And then she's got, like, I don't know, like, a lot of the pictures I've seen of her, it looks like she's looking up for some reason. Like, her eyes are like up at the top, and it, like, I don't know, her face isn't near as pretty as Evelyn's was, right? We just had that gorgeous Evelyn, and Teela's not registering the same. So something about it is just, it's not there.
And I don't know, like, we've been around the block enough to know there's like maybe sometimes different sculptors or whatever, but like, it just seems like maybe you just didn't have the A team on this one. But like for Teela, you should have the A team, especially again, to your point, Dan, like the Evelyn was incredible. Like the face, the paint applications, like it was a slam dunk. It looks so good. So yeah, it's a bummer. And it's the one knock I have against this line is just the sometimes like, oh my god, this is it, they got it, they figured it out, and then the next one like, oh okay, well I guess this is fine. That's kind of where we are. We got a super chat here from Joseph. Hey Pixel Dan, you still owe us rent for living at the Symbiote Studios booth at SDCC. Proto Man says hi.
I wasn't there near as long as Pat the NES Punk, okay? He stood there like all day talking to Proto Man. But hey, what's up? Say hi to Proto Man for me.
Matt had a review says they put out that She-Ra so everything can look better in comparison moving forward. They put out that She-Ra. Wait,
hold on. Are you talking about the
She-Ra, the Charlotte Flair She-Ra?
Yeah, I think
is that the new Etheria one that just recently?
Yeah, whatever the most
got
recent
the sparkly
one was.
armor. Yeah, it's the one that Hatter just made a video saying he hated it. So.
Oh yeah, I haven't, but I haven't opened it yet. It's literally sitting on the floor, like right on the other side of my computer here. I have a stack of friggin' Masterverse figures I haven't gotten to yet.
Apparently, if you want it to stand, keep it in the box. Otherwise, it'll just keep falling over.
Oh no! Boo.
Which is again the She-Ra they did. Was it just the Princess of Power She-Ra was pretty solid.
But what's bad about the She-Ra other than the not standing thing? We like everybody in the chat saying that she's bad. Why is she bad? Is it the face?
No, I thought the face was okay. It's better than this Teela.
Yeah, interesting.
I mean, I didn't think this Teela's face was too bad. I was honestly surprised to hear that. Now, the criticism of new Eternia has been
this doesn't look good.
Here's our new take on this character with notes of the classic, but we're updating it. This is our new spin on it. And as you've already pointed out, do I call you Dan Pixel? Dan. As you've already pointed out, and
actually, Mr. Pixel,
Mr. Pixel, Mr. Pixel,
sir. Okay. I prefer sir.
But as people are already pointing out, it's like this feels like okay, this is another Teela. It feels like I don't see that creative spin of, ooh, that's new or that's different or they've tweaked this and that's fun to see. It feels like, all right, you stretched out the origins Teela and we've seen this Teela before.
Yeah. They also typically try to incorporate something from like either concept art or from like the history of the character somewhere. And they didn't really do that here other than giving her the spear, which is kind of like early mini comic, you know, but like otherwise this looks very like that's just Teela again, you know, so I don't know.
And even like they could have like done like the blonde Teela thing, like go early mini comics with it, or I don't know, there's could have done something that'll make it more of a new Eternia style. I know we saw these other ones at Comic-Con, but you know, this one they had this in the package there in the display booth. But thoughts on the Kobra Kahn? Dan, what's your thoughts?
I think this one looks really fun. His head looks like big, like, but I only like with the hood, and I get it's because like the vintage toy had like the big wide head, right? Because it's a sorting feature. I really like that he comes with the interchangeable claws, which is sort of like a nod to the camo Kahn, the Argentina version that had the buzz off claws instead.
Yep.
I think that's fun. I like the redesign of his gun. So it looks like kind of like the vintage gun, but they added that little snake head to it.
Yes, that's so fun.
And giving him the interchangeable snake emblem is really cool too, because you know, obviously the history with him is he started out as a Skeletor minion, but then they retconned him into the Snake Man later. So he could be whatever you want. He could be an evil warrior or a Snake Man. But that's cool.
And the claws are pinchable. You got pinchable claws, which is
even cooler. I like that.
Yeah, look at the little articulation point there.
Yeah, he's fun.
He's pretty nice.
Quip, he's another snake, but so many snakes.
A lot of snakes.
I didn't realize you could remove the hood there in that picture that you had just shown. I hadn't gone through all of them. So that's really cool where you can, it's sort of almost an army builder where if you like that dude, you have the leader with the hood.
Oh, yeah, I guess
you can have a couple of them without it. You know, it's kind of a fun spin on the figure.
Well, I mean, with Origins, they use that buck a few different ways to make a few different snake characters. So yeah, no, I think he looks pretty good. I think he looks pretty darn good. And then last but not least, the new Etheria Hordak. This is now, God, is this the third or the fourth Hordak we've gotten in Masterverse?
Yeah, we've had a few at this point. I like the wings on this. This is
translucent
wings. Yeah, the translucent wings.
Oops, sorry. Where's the in action? There we go. The action shots. Yeah, he's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry, Dan.
I was gonna say, like, I like the shape of the head and the collar because it has a very vintage MOTU look to it. And it's kind of cool how in that shot you can see that the head is still separate from the collar, so he can turn his head individually. Cool. But I love that straight on shot because it really evokes the vintage figure to me. Just that shape of the head. I like that, and I like the bright white of the face too. I think
it contrasts cool. Well.
Yeah,
but wings,
those are cool.
It's interesting.
So it just plugs into his armor, I guess.
Yeah.
Is that the same way? Did they do a new Eternia buzz off in the Masterverse line? They have, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is this the same mechanism? Is this reuse there, or is this?
No, I don't think so.
No, because he didn't have like a removable armor like it looks like this.
Okay.
His wings were like just in his back.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
This might be how the new Mosquitor is going to be, though.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
Because the Mosquitor's got wings, and I bet they're going to be. I bet these are removable. I bet you could pop those out of the back of the armor if you don't want them.
It would make sense.
Yeah. Buzzoff did have 4 wings. Somebody mentioned too. He had like the shorter ones and Buzzoff's one of my favorite figures in the new Eternia line so far. Good. That figure is incredible. He's was like my favorite figure of the year.
It was, again, when Masterverse hits, it's so good. And then it's funny, and some are worth a lot of money. I was chatting with Teddy Biaselli, friend, all of our friend of the channel, and he found a web store for retail price $19, but it made me. Wow. It made me think to or check how those things are going for like $160 to $180.
Yeah, what the heck happened there?
That is wild to me. I found a couple web stores locally, like when that dropped, when like it was right after it took off. I think I actually bought one off the shelves and sent one to a Brick, just because of how hard they were to find. But yeah, that is. We think, have they done reissues ever in the Masterverse line?
No, not at all.
Right. No. That one they should probably do it. If it's that rare, I don't know. I'd be curious to see why it's just gotten so insane. But yeah, so like when they hit, it hits, and it hits really well, and it does really well. And then sometimes the Teelas just aren't as impressive. Got another super chat here from Alpha Magnus, $2. Dan, I made a custom handsome man. Next is MV versus Joe. Hold on, there you go. So this
Man.
guy you found in your travels, right?
I did 8 of him. 8 of him. I bought all 8.
You got to corner the market.
I cornered the market on this guy, and then I named him Handsome Man. No, he's very handsome. I mean, look at those blue eyes.
I mean, yeah.
You are the De Beers of Handsome Man.
He's got this
you
sweet
are controlling the
zebra
supply.
gloves for some reason.
I love it.
He's great. No.
Yeah.
He's sort of become like my mascot on my Toy Hunt channel, which is fun because it all just happens so organically, and the audience has been really like, it's been something we can all laugh about together. So
yeah, it's awesome.
I've got merch and a theme song and everything for this guy now. It's ridiculous. Like a band wrote me a theme song, and we're releasing it on vinyl.
On vinyl?
On vinyl. The band is the Deadheads. You should look them up. You can download the Handsome Man theme song, and it's ridiculous. It's so much fun.
Oh my god, I love it. I love it.
So I can't wait to see the custom. See, now Alpha Magnus is making customs. That's amazing.
Deadheads, the Deadheads?
The Deadheads.
Is it on iTunes? I'm trying to pull them up.
It's it's definitely on not
Spotify
iTunes.
or something.
Why am I drawing a blank right now?
So Spotify, iTunes,
Bandcamp. Go to Bandcamp. Bandcamp. Look up the Deadheads,
okay,
and then
there you go.
The theme song is there, and also the vinyl. You can order the vinyl from there too.
And then
if you want it on vinyl, it's cheap. It's like $5.99, I think. It's a little.
Oh hell yeah!
It's really really cool. Yeah.
Hey Alpha, drop the custom in the Discord. That way we might be able to share the link or a couple of images of it, so we can share it with Dixeldan. Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, there it is. Oh my god, I'm pulling it up now. Hold on.
Okay.
I got the hold on. Share my screen, Handsome Man. This is so great. I'll add a link for Handsome Man in the description. But here, I'll post it for people who want to play along at home as well in the chat.
Everybody keeps telling me that I need to reach out to Ace at Ramen Toys and get him to start manufacturing. Handsome Man.
Ace is watching sometime. Ace, if you're there,
we need.
Come on.
We got to talk about Handsome Man.
It's gonna happen now. It's gonna happen.
Handsome Man can.
He can beat up Flipor, you know.
Flipor, yeah, he can go fight Flipor.
Oh my god, that's great. All right. Okay. Other MOTU things. Snake Lair. The team at Mattel did a little live stream. I believe it was on the 7th, Wednesday, Thursday, something like that. And showed more of the lair, more of what it comes with. Wanted to check into the Brian Brink's charts, and Dan, you may or may not know this, but Brian Brink, who's in the chat, he does these very in-depth charts for all of the big crowd funds that toy companies do. And what he'll do is he'll bring in trend lines from previous crowd funds that the companies do to kind of help us gauge like the health of a crowd fund and how it's doing and all that fun stuff. So what we have here on the Mattel Creations one is the only other successful MOTU crowdfund from Mattel Creations. That's the Eternia Play set, which eventually got to over 9,000 backers. And if we're looking at the Snake Lair, it is trending under it. But all it needs to get to is 6,000 backers. And we're almost half of the way there with at least, a couple more weeks of backing time. But we do have the early bird deadline coming up on August 14th. That I think will be the big indicator if that kind of spikes it up at all. But Dan, I'm curious. You did a video about this at Comic-Con with it. We talked about it at Comic-Con, talked about it at the Toy Tubers Unite party. But kind of what's your thoughts so far for the Snake Lair and how it's doing?
So the playset itself, I like, and we talked about that before, and I showed the videos at Comic-Con and everything. I think it's a cool looking toy. I think it has a couple things going against it. The lesser thing going against it is that there's no nostalgic connection to the Snake Lair. And that has just, from my observation of the way people buy things and the Masters community in general, nostalgia really plays a big factor in purchases. It seems like anytime Mattel tries something a little new or a little different or throws a new character at us, they are far less purchased than anytime we just redo the original toy line characters. Like there's nostalgia really does drive a lot of people's purchasing, I think, when it comes to stuff like this. So Snake Lair is something brand new, didn't exist in the original line, has only existed in recent years, is a cool concept to finally give the Snake Men their own play sets. But the other big thing going against it is the thing everybody's talking about, and I 100% agree. $300 is a lot to ask for something like this. And that was kind of the thing I was even saying it that weekend, like when I did kind of my recap video. It felt like that was the thing I was hearing the most from everybody. And you know, when at the same show they revealed that new repaint of Castle Grayskull. That I think they listed originally on Amazon for like $124, but Amazon has already dropped the price to like $99. So you can get like, so that new Castle Grayskull, which comes with the armor figure, the space armor figure, which was originally hard to get.
That was a PowerCon exclusive.
PowerCon exclusive, right?
Yeah.
So you get a second chance at the castle with a new paint deco. You get the figure that used to be rare. You now get the playmat included and all these accessories. So you're getting, so it's 107 right now. I think it dropped to 99 at some point.
It will. Amazon fluctuates.
Yeah, it's
all
crazy.
Over the place.
So like, it's one of those things where like, I know that there's a bit more going on with the Snake Lair, but they're very comparable in like scale and stuff. So when you're going, well, this one's 100 and that one's 300, like what's the gap here? You know what I mean? Like what's causing that gap? So I do completely agree with the point that the $300 price tag is a lot. It seems like it's going decent though, as far as the crowdfund goes. I mean, I will say I backed it. It is something that I want this playset. I think it looks cool. I really want Chimera, the little two-headed steed. I freaking love that. That was
we
my
call that
favorite
the
thing.
Snorse.
We're calling it a Snorse here on the channel.
The Snorse.
A Snorse. I like that. I like that. I think when I posted it, I said snake horse thing is what I like, with hyphens. Like, but yeah, it's expensive. So I'm curious to see how it goes. I think what you said is right. When we're getting ready to come up on the end of the early bird, where you get the added skeletal, what's her face, Lady Slither.
Lady Slither.
So I think we will see a spike for that, and then I think we'll get the usual end of the campaign bump at the end, and I think we'll probably make the goal. I do not think we're going to get to tier 2. Maybe we will. But even Eternia, which did have a lot of nostalgia behind it and did have a lot of lore behind it as being a hard to get original playset, it did not meet all of its tiers. So I don't know. I think this one's a difficult sell, I think, honestly.
The thing, you're 100% right. The Eternia didn't get to all the way to the end. I also think like that. Was it Keklar? He wasn't like a.
Keklar, yeah. Nobody can. Yeah, nobody. I don't think people were worried about not getting the old man in the robe. Yeah.
But that being said, I do think the 8K is going to be tough. So Dan, how we usually kind of, or how Brian Brink does this is he'll kind of take in, he tries to predict the last day spike. So to your point, Dan, to what we're talking about here, the 14th of August will be the true indicator of like what's possible with this thing, and seeing how many orders go in and see, if it gets close. But I would just say, as it stands right now, I think it's doing better than I thought it would do. And I will say, Dan, I don't know if you watched the live stream. I know Quip and I did, but I thought, everything they showed, there is a lot packed into it. I don't think it's $300 worth, but I do think they threw a lot into it to make it seem like it, it had a lot going on.
Right. Sure. No, I agree with you. I mean, in person, it looked amazing. And like all the cool little features look super fun and they feel very vintage. And I also just want to say, like, the way that they went back to the drawing board and completely redid it based on fan feedback is very cool. I'm glad that they did that. I'm glad that they listened and kind of like justice for Keklar. Yeah. I'm glad that they went back and you know, kind of did what people were expecting. Part of me wonders if that price has to do with the fact that they essentially redesigned an entire playset, right? Or they're trying to recoup some of their costs, maybe.
I would think. And again, I know they're a big company, whatever, but like these are like individual teams within a big company and they have their own budgets and stuff.
Right.
They got to work within. And yeah, I assume that was a lot of expense having to go back to the drawing board. But then like there is just we talk about on the show of like our nerd math of just like none of this is justifiable as an expense. Not a single one of these things we buy. Right?
Exactly. Keep everything in perspective.
So, but we do this mental gymnastics like that's a fair price. That's not a fair price. But it too, like Dan, you brought up something that I wasn't even thinking about. Like maybe this wasn't the best time to put a Castle Grayskull for $100 on at the same time as you're selling this, because it's basically just putting it in our faces. Of just like, this one's 100, this 300. It's about the same size.
And the new Castle Grayskull is kind of like it's got the different paint job on the exterior where it's kind of greenish. Well, maybe we pretend like that's a Snake Lair, right? the Snake Men have taken over Castle Grayskull for $100 versus $300 for a Snake Lair. Yeah.
Oh my god. Skeletor is in the chat. Hatter, I'd rather fund a flipboard playset. Hey, you know, it may be. But anywho, yeah, I think we have a link to the. Let me see if I can. I'll plus it up here. So we do have a link to Alpha Magnus's custom Hanson.
Nice.
So stay tuned, folks. Don't miss it.
Like I'm just sitting here fiddling with this thing too. Ever since I picked it up, I'm just sitting here like playing with my toys over here.
This is a safe space. This is if you get anywhere, it's here right now. Brick something. We spared no expense, so we had to raise prices. Totally makes sense. And tariffs are in here too. Tariffs are a factor. There's no way. The next thing we're talking about, the Mondo set, is a factor in its price. So yeah, I think we'll see. It's a bold bet. And we'll see how it plays out. But so far, I think it's going okay. All right, last bit of new MOTU stuff here is the here it is. Our friends at Mondo put up the orders for their the She-Ra and Swiftwind sets. We've got just the new She-Ra by herself at $260, the Swiftwind by itself at $599, and then the deluxe set that comes with a poster, the She-Ra, the Swiftwind at $795. But once you factor in the shipping, the tax, and the tariffs, it's pushing about $1,000. Dan,
my God.
Yes, Dan, I know you did a review on the Scareglow Scaremare set, which is very similar to this set in terms of like what you get with the deluxe set. I had sent one to review as well. What's your perspective? You saw this at Comic-Con, but what's your perspective on the set and its hefty price tag?
Oh my goodness! All right, so I just realized because I got the alert yesterday, I'm still paying for Scareglow and Scaremare because I did the breakdown payments thing. My last payment is charging like this week. So right? Like I'm still paying for Scareglow and Scaremare, and now this is here, and oh my God, no! Like I saw this in person, and it is gorgeous. It is just absolutely beautiful. Like I love what Mondo is doing. Their designs are amazing. They really nail a lot of this stuff. This has got to be one of the most beautiful She-Ra sets I have ever seen.
Yes. Yeah.
That price tag hurts, man. That is rough. And like, I get it. I know everything that's going on, but that is a tough pill. Like almost $1,000 after everything factored in for a 12-inch figure and a horse to go with her is it's a lot. It's a lot.
It's a lot. Like this is where Mondo is not for the weak, right? The weak of heart, because you really, to your point, Dan, like the payment plans or whatever, like by the time you finish off paying one, you're gonna like re-up for another 6 months or whatever of payments. But I don't mean to discount Scare Mary, but I will say I feel like Swiftwind looks like $1 million. Like just the paint detail on the face, it looks like a real horse. Whatever that means, but I just think it looks like
real horses. Yeah, just like real horses.
Just like real horses. All the colors. It's how I wish horses looked like in real life. But no, just the paint on it was just so amazing. But yeah, I think it's just one of those things where I don't think unlike the Snake Lair, which is overpriced, or it's expensive. This I think, or at least the Mono team, they don't need to sell as many, at least within their model, right? They know this is for a certain echelon of budgets and space and level, and so it's nuts to spend $1,000 on a horse and an action figure. But if you love She-Ra, if you want like the most definitive, awesome looking She-Ra, if you want to go, less quantity, more for quality, then you could go this route. But yeah, I don't think this is a broadly accessible toy for a lot of people.
Well, you're totally right in that it's not meant to be. Like, they know that. Like, this is like they do like high-end collector stuff for, like, their stuff is made for people that want that character or this character or that one good representation of something, right? Like, being a completist with this line would be very difficult. Very difficult. I tried in the beginning and I had to bail because, like, it was just too much, and it hurts because you can't go full Mondo.
You can't go full Mondo.
Can't go full Mondo.
Never go full Mondo.
I skipped both Buzz Off and Manny faces, and it hurt. But like both times, I was like, I just can't swing it this time. You always got to figure out, like, what are all your other expenses? What trips am I going on? What do my kids need this month?
I was thinking, like, sit down the kids and ask them, do you really like being able to see? Are you interested in the trades so that you can take their college fund and put it towards toys?
But like you said, Jay, to anybody that's like a big She-Ra fan that's been waiting for something like this, like, there it is. That's it. That is it's a beautiful piece. It's beautiful.
It's just stunning. It's stunning. But yeah, it's never go full Mondo. Hatter's got the name of the night. Mondo's making me go into debt. You want to listen, your debt to toy ratio, you got to keep it in balance.
Look, I gotta save for the 2000X series that they're doing, because I am going all in on that one. I have to.
That's Dan, I'm glad you bring that, because that's a thing in my head too, because I have a few of these, but I don't have a lot. I don't have a space for a ton of these, but I could have a lot of space for the 2000X, and it's seeing it at Comic-Con, like, it's smaller, but it has all that same detail.
Exactly.
And whatever.
Much closer to the scale that I actually collect. So it's like, and man, that is my most anticipated toy line. I am so excited for those, and we still don't even know the price point on them yet. Nope. But like, I'm gonna buy them all because I really, really like them. That Clawful's incredible. Oh my god!
Yeah,
it's like the Clawful we always wanted. Yeah. Like, for anybody that's been collecting since the 2000X era, that's like the Clawful we've been waiting for.
It is.
Oh my god!
It is. And the fact that including those stands that have like the little things so they can be like in flying poses or jumping poses or whatever.
Yeah, which was like lots of jumping and weapon twirling in that cartoon, if you ever watched it.
Yes. So we'll see. They said that, but they haven't said it recently. So right, I don't think they've said the under 100 recently.
Yeah, so a year ago, when they revealed the Ghostbusters figures and then announced the 2000X series, I think Hector said at Comic-Con that the 2000X figures would be less than the Ghostbusters figures. Now, that was a year ago, and I think a lot has changed since then. And they haven't announced any price points yet, which makes me wonder if, like, it. Yeah, I feel like it is still going to be like maybe at least 80 a piece. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I'm worried. I'm worried it's gonna be this like $90, $99. It's gonna be expensive. I think it's gonna be expensive. But we'll see. We'll see if we never want to go full Mondo on the one
pay whatever Clawful costs. Yeah, dude, I'm with you, Dan. I'm with you. That Clawful's insane.
99, 99, 99.
I don't even know what that is, but I don't like it.
I think it's like another not much closer, 200. All right. That is all of the MOTU stuff. Dan, you've got a book right now.
Yeah, that's true. Now it's my turn to ask for money.
Hey, you know what? $69.99 is way less than $1,000.
I am asking for way less than everybody else. So
I do. We've talked about it we talked about it last week. Talked about it a few times. You showed some pages during the Toy Tubers Unite party, but
yes.
I think maybe what people don't realize, and you've been doing the circuit, you've been enjoying all the streams and stuff like that, but I don't think people realize that this is not like the other books you've published, or even other friends have published, like through Dark Horse or whatever, where there's this order window right now, and then you'll be able to get it later or whatever. Like the time is now to do this because you're self-funding it. There is no like you're selling them now to actually make it possible.
Exactly.
And what I loved in the Toy Tubers Unite, you talked about how, doing it as a self-published book allows you the full autonomy to kind of make the book that you want to make.
Yes,
right.
Exactly.
And put those changes, the learns that you've taken from the Masters of the Universe book to kind of make a even more idealized action figure book. And so yeah, I guess while you're going through this, I hope everybody that watches this right now knows, if you want this book, you gotta go buy the damn thing right now.
Yeah, please, right now,
because this is not. There's not Papa Dark Horse that's just gonna be fronting all the money. Like, you're making it yourself with you and Val. So that
we are self-publishing this time. Self-publishing, which means we have to meet a minimum so that we can send this to the printers. Is what we're hoping for. So right now the cutoff date for our pre-orders is August 17th, because we want to make sure we can send everything to the printers by the end of September, I think is what we need to do, sometime in October, so that it can be delivered at the beginning of next year, which is what we're telling everybody is like delivery date. So so pre-orders are open right now. We are self-publishing. So I've had a lot of really positive feedback, but like what you were saying, a lot of people have said things like, oh, I'll just grab this on Amazon, or I can't wait to go to Barnes & Noble and buy it. And like that, I just want people to know, like, don't expect that. Like maybe there's a possibility if we get this printed down the road, I'll be able to get some retailer distribution.
Sure.
But as of right now, like, I have to get the pre-orders so that I can meet the minimum required to print the book. So if you are interested in this and you can swing it, I understand that I'm piling on top of a lot of people asking for a lot of pre-order money right now. So I feel bad about that. But if this is something that you are interested in even a little bit, or people that are interested in, please share it with them and order like right now, because we are, as of this morning, we're about 60% of the way to where I need to be to have my minimum to send this to the printer. So I'm hoping to get that boost in the next week here if I can, so that we can get things rolling and get off to the races here. But I'm happy to tell you all about it too, what's inside and everything.
Well, and yeah, I think what's really cool is just your layouts and everything. You had this at our at the Toy Tubers Unite parties, or the slides from it. But yeah, I love these layouts. Like, walk me through, I guess, like what are you shifting, or what's your approach to this one that wasn't the case with your MOTU book?
Sure, yeah. Okay, so with the Masters of the Universe book, which was, by the way, that was also my first time.
Real quick, I just want to say, I want to just peer pressure works, folks. If you pre-order it during the show and you say it in the chat, we will plus you in so that we'll give you props live in the show.
Arcade Broke, thank you. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much.
But go ahead, Dan. Sorry.
So with the MOTU book, that was like my first time ever doing anything like this, right? So that was a full learning experience through and through. And we did everything on that book. Me and my partner Val Staples did everything on that book. Like all of the photos you see, we shot those photos. Like we traveled all around, visited collectors. You know, we really relied on the MOTU community to make that happen, and it was an amazing learning experience. With that book, that covered everything from 82 through 2019, right? So that kind of shows you how much less there was for Masters of the Universe compared to something like Ninja Turtles.
Sure.
Because what we're doing with Ninja Turtles here is this is just volume 1. And this covers everything, every action figure, vehicle, and playset released from 1988 through 1993. Which is about half of the vintage toy line, and it's over 600 pages. So that tells you how much there is for Ninja Turtles compared to MOTU. It's crazy. So for anybody that's worried about only getting half of the vintage toy line, the good news is we're working on all of it at the same time. Like I've been documenting and photographing everything. So volume 2 will be coming hot on the heels of volume 1 within the year or so. As long as volume 1 goes off without a hitch and goes to print and everybody loves it, we will go right into production on volume 2. That way you'll have the full vintage line in a nice 2-volume set. It covers everything.
I love that because I'm guessing that allows you to give this all more space to breathe too.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. So we did 1 page per item in the MOTU book. And that was part of that was a direction that I was given, and so that everything could fit, because we had a cap. We had to make sure things could fit. So it was hard to include things. We had to make sure we were limited in how deep we were getting with some stuff. And one of the biggest pieces of criticism I heard from that book was that they really liked all the pictures, but the pictures were too small. Like people thought, because everything was crammed on 1 page, and especially when it came to the carded figure pictures, they were kind of small and down in the corner in the MOTU book, and a lot of people wanted to see bigger shots of the card backs and everything. So what we decided to do with Turtles is we're going to do 2-page layouts for all of the figures, and part of that is so that we can allow more space for bigger pictures, but also Ninja Turtles come with so many more accessories than MOTU figures do. You know, a He-Man figure might come with a gun. So many of the Ninja Turtles figures come with 5 to 10 weapons. You know what I mean? So we wanted to follow the kind of same format we did before. So you have a really nice big glamour shot of the figure. Then you've got your accessory breakdown where it shows you the photos and lists all the accessories. Then you've got your turnarounds of the figure. You've got an action feature demonstration.
I love
There's
this.
an action feature.
I love
Thank you. Yeah, we created that film strip idea to get the point across for the MOTU book.
Yeah.
And I was like, we got to stick with that. That's our signature. That's our
perfect.
signature thing. Yeah. And then now we've got bigger pictures of front and back of the carded figures so that you can get a shot of that. The text that you see at the bottom is like a written review by me. So it's my kind of review of the toy that you're getting, kind of give you some details on it or my thoughts on it. And then we're also making sure anytime there are notable variants with the figures, we're going to make sure we show that stuff in here too. I don't know if you've got the Leonardo page that you can go to. If not, it's on the website. You can go to
Hold on. Yep. I'll switch views real quick.
So Leonardo's a great example for showing what the variant stuff looks like. Yeah, if you just click on the main book picture, you'll have some sample pages.
Right.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep.
There we go. Right? Or no?
Yep. Perfect. Yeah. Does it blow up? There you go. Okay. Right. So you'll notice some of the variants that we wanted to mention on here. If you look at the weapon breakdown, the Ninja Stars, there are variants with the Ninja Stars where they could either be pointed tipped or rounded tipped.
Oh my God.
So we showed an example of both, right? We got both. Awesome. It could be either one of these. Obviously with the 10 backs there, those original figures, you've got the soft heads and the hard heads.
Yeah.
So we've got the head comparison that kind of shows you what the difference is visually between a soft head and a hard head so that you can see the difference there. And then if you scroll down under the card back there, you'll see a little list. Whoop.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Oh, I see it now.
there's
Yeah.
a list that breaks down all the carded variations for
Yep.
Oh, that's cool.
Fan club flyer,
Yeah.
pop-up display.
Yeah. It was hard to get photos of all of that because obviously we're limited on space, and like I could just, there's so many packaging variants for this toy line that it would be
insane.
It would be insanity to like put photos of everything where you can see it. But we at least wanted to make sure we listed it so that people could keep track. So
that's awesome.
So that's the gist of it. And then like vehicles will be in there as well. Play sets will probably get 4 pages is what we're working up right now. Like we're working on the sewer layout right now, and it's like because there's so much going on with the sewer home, we wanted to make sure we show all the features and all the accessories and the breakdowns and everything. So sewer home, Technodrome, those will get bigger spreads. But this is basically what you're going to see in this book. And again, it's all original photography. We worked with lots of people in the Turtles community. I went all over the country photographing loose figures, carded figures, boxes, everything I could. And then Val Staples worked his magic to make the photos look beautiful for printing. And we've got other team members doing that as well. We've got a great team working on this book, helping us clean everything up and making it look really good for printing. And we've even made sure like the printer that we've got is using the type of ink that will be bright and vibrant, because Ninja Turtles figures are so bright and colorful that we wanted to make sure these photos like pop in these books, right? So like we want this to look like the colors to look 1-to-1 when you open this book. It looks just like it does in person. We don't want it to be muted or faded or anything. So
that's awesome.
So we've worked really hard to find the right printer and the right printing process and all of that. And it's going to be a really, really, really pretty book when we get it printed. So I'm excited to see it in hand.
That's awesome. No, it's really exciting. And again, I hope while people hear you on this show, on other shows, they're seeing how much work you put into this. And even you sell a bajillion of these things, probably wouldn't match the work that you put into it to like make it happen.
It's a lot.
Right?
We've been on this for
labor of love.
I think we've been on this for 4 years already, just because that's how much it is. Thank you, Hatter. Thank you, my man. Appreciate it.
Awesome. It really
hey, Hatter, we're saying you guys need to do like a nighttime stream for Dan so he can come on your guys' show. Or something.
He's got a day job, so he can't do the Friday
night.
Yeah,
but do a special evening.
Do a special with our friend here. And we can make fun of Johnny Nostalgia, too. It'd be great.
Eventually I have to work on the official Flipboard guidebook.
Yes.
Yes. Very nice.
Exactly.
A Flipboard addendum to the
We're going to see the Flipboard. All right. Let's we've got a few super chats. We also had a few people say they pre-ordered while on the stream. A lot of people said they pre-ordered throughout this week as well.
Awesome.
Eric said he pre-ordered it last night.
Thank you, Eric.
And then where is it? Gage just pre-ordered
the
book. And then Mark Knight, $5 super chat, pre-ordered during the Secret Galaxy stream.
Nice. We should talk about the special too.
Oh, yes, let's talk about that too. Mark also just ordered, guys. This book looks great.
Thank you, Mark.
And then maybe this ties into getting into the special edition, but Dan here asks, are there any plans on doing a collector's slipcase when both books are done?
That is a very good idea. So there are now. No, that's a great idea.
Live.
So that is for sure something I will look into doing when we release volume 2, is having a slipcase. And I would assume at that point we'll even be able to do hopefully bundles, so we can do 1 and 2 together if people, but like that's thinking way far down the line. I need everybody to buy 1 now. Don't wait for that. Don't wait for that. I am speaking out loud. That is a bad idea. I don't even do that.
No, buy this one now. You need to buy it, folks.
Buy this one now, please. So the special edition.
We got another pre-order just came in. Pre-order bundle
amazing.
2.
Yes, the bundle.
Awesome. All right, go ahead. Sorry. I'm guessing you have some goodies to show us, or
I've got like a sample here. I can show you. It's just there's nothing inside of it.
Okay,
it's
that's fine.
It's like the sample of the book. So we're also offering a special edition where the contents in the book are exactly the same, but it's a little fancier. So you get this beautiful like green faux leather cover. It's got silver embossing on it. It's got silver gilded page edges. It's got ribbon bookmarks in it. And then it also gets like a dust cover, a dust jacket that has the same image on it that the standard edition has just on the book itself. So ignore the Holy Bible words because that's the sample. That's what they put on the sample. Turtle Bible is what this actually is. Turtle Bible. But this is kind of like one of the samples they sent of what the special edition will look like.
Oh, that's sick.
So you can see like the silver embossed. Look at the gilded silver pages. They're very, very shiny. And then
are you going to leave special editions in hotel drawers?
I should, right? I should. This is just to see it with the He-Man book. You can see that the size is going to be very, very similar. So if that matters to you, some people have asked if it was going to match up. So it's going to be very, very similar in like size. So like those will fit together nicely on the shelf. So
also I feel like that also shows you the extra depth you're getting into turtles when side by side, like the MOTU one is whatever, and that's 20, 30 years of toys, and that's like 8 years or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, man. Well, and it's great. Like, you think about the original Ninja Turtles line went for like a decade, essentially, which is a long time for a vintage toy line, right? Because that had generations of kids in that line. Like that line started when I was a kid and ended when I was basically an adult, right? Or going into my adulthood. So like I had stopped paying attention to it for 4 or 5 years at that point, and it was still going. It's crazy to think about.
I love this chat from Mega J Retro. Good to see you, bud. That Bible edition is going to be the rarest edition ever.
It's cool because it actually has a little sticker on the front that has the title of the book on it. See, the Toys of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So like Holy Bible, the Toys of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I love this super chat here from Emperor Antonio. Disappointed that it couldn't be back metalized. Dave had a setup for this.
This was I back metalized pages. I did it for you guys.
There you go.
And they can still articulate. The pages can still articulate.
That's right. It's not going to like flake all over the place and shed.
Oh my god. So that special edition is $99. And it's so freaking cool. It's like, it's the luxurious
I bought that one.
option.
Thank you. It's
without hesitation, day one.
Thank you.
We've been saying it across the toy tubes of calling it the Encyclopedia Turtanica.
Oh my god, I love that. The Encyclopedia Turtanica.
It's really cool, and it harkens back to a time where I remember having like the World Book encyclopedias, and so even just that faux leather, the silver foil and everything, it spoke to me. And then even that special detail, if you zoom in on that cover, Jay,
the cover turned out really cool
where it's got the weapons in the outline, like it's actually got the nunchucks on the side, the bow staff.
It's my internet. I'm using.
So like that way, the nunchucks and the katana and the size and the
just
bow
such a
around the edges.
Beautiful detail. So
it
cool.
Turned out so good. Look, my logo's on the spine in like embossed silver. Sick. How fancy is that?
It's very fancy. Very fancy. The Church of the Turtles. The chat is going off right now. They got
I knew that was going to be a big hit when I showed that. It cracked me up when I got it. I was like, Holy Bible.
Flash, this is a great one. I better get salmonella when I touch this book.
Nice. Good turtle joke. I like it.
And then love this from Ray. Should have been flocked.
Flocked. Well, I wouldn't be able to sell one to Robo, but at least flocked is pretty cool. Maybe volume 2 will be flocked. We'll flock
there you go. Oh my god. No, this is great. Folks, again, links in the chat. Oh, we got a big super chat here. I'll put that in a second. But again, if you are remotely interested in getting this book, this is not a wait and see. This is a order it right now to support Dan and Val's self-publishing efforts. So if you want this book, if you want it on your shelf, definitely buy it as soon as possible. The window closes in a week. So is it a week? What is it? This?
It's 7 days. It's 7 days. So I'm good. Can I send you a picture real quick?
Sure.
That you can throw up? I'm trying to find it because I saw somebody ask a question about the spine. So I'm going to send you a picture I haven't shown anybody yet.
Okay. Ooh,
if
is it?
that's
Are you
cool.
saying to text or email? Where you
I'm going to
sending it?
do email if I
Okay.
can figure out my own dang phone. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw somebody asked about the spine. There we go. And attach and send. Okay, you should have it pretty soon. So somebody asked about the spine and if it matched with the He-Man book. So I will say it's not going to be like completely identical because that was a Dark Horse book, right? So that book,
sure.
that book had to match the rest of their Masters of the Universe series. It is going to be similar, but this is the start of a Pixel Dance series of books.
Oh, that's cool.
So I am like, we've got a whole list of things we want to do, and I would love to keep doing books. And the plan will be to keep all of that series like where it looks good together on a shelf, right? So you might notice the front cover says like Pixel Dan Presents, like that's going to be like kind of the name of the series of the books. So
foreshadowing. Oh, here it is.
Yeah.
Just came in. Hold on. Oh, come on, internet. Don't fail me now. Here we go. Get it here on my desktop. Open it up. Again, kudos and shout out to my in-laws having internet that at least is somewhat serviceable for this.
Yeah, at least you're on. It's working,
yeah, exactly.
Right?
So here we go.
Okay.
So there you go. So that is the full cover, and I haven't shown that to anybody yet.
Wow.
So you'll notice that the photography here wraps around the backside where you've got Shredder and the Foot Soldier and Bebop and Rocksteady. So I love the way that all turned out. And then that kind of gives you an idea of what the spine's going to look like. So it's got the Pixel Dan Presents kind of thing at the top. That's going to be like our little banner that'll go across. And then, just volume 1. And then we had thought about kind of putting the numbers on them too. So we'll do like the 1, the 2, the 3, but
I kind of like that.
But but this is where we're at right now. So this is, and I haven't shown this to anybody yet. So
wow, there you go. Exclusive first look here on the channel. What a handsome book indeed. And now people are just like calling out what they want you to do next. Playmate Star Trek.
I know. I know. There's so many. There's many options, right?
Yeah. I was thinking Toxic Crusaders, but that would be a tiny little.
Just a little pamphlet.
There's so many of those like small toy lines that I would love to do something with, like where it's like one book that covers all these like 1-year toy lines or something. Like that's I got to stop talking. I don't want people to steal my ideas.
Nobody's.
I mean, go ahead and do it, I guess. But I'll still do mine.
Let's see. We got $20 super chat here. Michael, will the spine art on the dust match up with the? Yeah, okay. You're answering that question here from Michael.
Yeah.
And then Toka, $2. I will try to get after Bill's last minute. Miss you and Stina.
Oh, Toka, thanks, buddy. Yeah, I haven't seen you in a couple years at Comic-Con. I usually run into Toka every year at Comic-Con and haven't seen him for a bit. But yeah, we miss you too, bud. I appreciate the help.
I love Zach here. The TMNT Testament.
The TMNT Testament, yeah.
And then Nick with another chat. How much money do you need, Dan, to make the next series about Thundercats and Silverhawks? Also, sweet cover. I want this book because these books let me enjoy the toys without owning all of them.
Bingo.
That is one of those things I hear all the time. Like when people bring me the MOTU book to autograph at conventions, and they say that to me all the time. Like, this was my way of collecting He-Man, or like, I've never had these before. The book was my way to know about these toys or have these toys. I think that is so cool. I love that. So
yeah, that's awesome. That is awesome. All right. Links will be in the description. They're in the chat right now. Quip, I'll give you final thoughts or final comments here as we.
Oh, I was just gonna mirror that sentiment. I have been waiting for this book since you've dropped the MOTU book. One of my biggest toy regrets is selling off my 10-back 1988, and I had the complete 1989 with variants. Hat on and hat off Ace Duck, right?
There you go.
I sold all those off because I was a grown-up and toys are for kids. And then, of course, getting back into collecting, that's been my biggest regret. But jumping in on ordering this day one, I mean, if you go to buy like a single figure that was made between 1988 and 1993, you're probably going to spend $100 for just one figure. So spending $100 on the special edition to get all of the pictures and the art and still getting the vibes of enjoying looking at them, right? Because particularly for a mentioned box collector like myself, right? I'm not opening them up and I'm not playing with them. It's not that tactile component to
He just
toys
likes
that
to
I'm
look
collecting
at
for.
them.
Yeah, no, that's great. And that's what I wanted.
Is,
this is like this is a visual guide. Like I wanted like beautiful big pictures so that you could just flip through and see all of the stuff and it's neon glory. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Yep.
I should quickly add too, because I forgot to even mention it, but there's also the add-on variant book, which is there. So just to quickly explain what this is, one of my partners on the book that I met up with early on, his name is John Coleman, and he's just extremely knowledgeable about this toy line. So he's actually here in Chicago, like he lives like near me. So a lot of my photography came from him. And the more I worked with him, the more like we clicked together really good. We've become really good friends over the last several years. He is so knowledgeable about variants, about all of the variants. And, you know, as we were talking about, we're working in as much of the notable stuff as we can in the main book, but you can go crazy deep on variants with this. And his listing was so amazing that, like we said, like we should just publish this because there are collectors who will care about this information. Yep. So this book is an add-on book. It's $20, but it's like his book. Like we wanted to put his name on it because this is all his work. And this is just a list guide. So this book is like a black and white list guide, but it goes through and basically lists all of the figure and card back variants for everything. And then the center portion of the book has several color pages dedicated to showing you photos of the different carded figure variations that we couldn't fit in the main book. So this is a great add-on piece if you're somebody who like is collecting these and wants to keep track of what you've got. This is going to be great for that because it's a smaller, lightweight list book that you can just go through and track things. Nice. And we've got bundles on there that'll save you some money. So if you want the main book with this book, you'll actually save like $10 doing it that way. Yep. Or if you want to get all 3 versions, like we've got bundles for all of that. So
the super bundle.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep. So cool. So awesome. Just wrap up a couple of chats here. Chris Richard, $10 super chat. Hello, everyone. And Pixel Dan, my hero. Your videos are awesome and can't wait for Masterverse Mosquitor.
Thank you. Also, me too. Masterverse Mosquitor looks great. I'm so excited.
The second I saw it there, I don't think I saw your video yet. I was like, oh, he's gonna be excited.
Yeah, it's good. It looks good.
And then Michael, $2 super chat. Handsome man needs to write a review blurb for the book.
Sam does.
Yeah. Just have him write it. And then you, Dory, did you guys pre-order the re-release Sewer Lair play set? How are you on the re-releases? You probably have all the originals. Are you picking up some of these re-releases?
I don't get all of them, but I do get them here and there. And a lot of times, like with the Technodrome, like I've got that weird thing going on that I'm sure you can relate to where you have a YouTube channel. So sometimes you buy things specifically
so
you can, like, I got to talk about this. This is the thing people want to see me talk about. So like that was my reason for getting the Technodrome, which ended up being like, I'm glad I did because I got to see like how weirdly small it was. And I was able to do the full on comparison. Yeah, for comparison time. Exactly. I was able to do it.
He said the thing.
I was able to compare it and show it off. So like I'll probably do that with the Sewer Lair too. That one's like 1-to-1 size. They didn't shrink.
That's the thing I'm curious about is that them saying it's 1-to-1. They got me curious. And then Mutant modules on shelves at Target.
I haven't gotten ones yet, but I saw that those are at Target. And the Mutant module. So the Mutant module is wild in the sense that like the vintage one is very commonly missing all those tiny little drills that go around the main drill. And my stance on these reissues has always been I don't mind them as long as they're easily distinguishable from the vintage stuff. And they almost 99% of the time they are, right?
Yeah.
But with little things like those tiny little drills, that does make me go, ooh, like I want to know how different those are from the vintage ones. Like the color's a little off. Do they feel different? Because that's like one of those like key missing little pieces that would be so easy to be like, well, we got all these modern ones that we can squeeze out there. So I don't know. Like I'm never overly worried about that, but I know there are a lot of people that care about that kind of stuff. And, you know, I think that matters. I think it matters.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And yeah, that's what I'm curious about, is just seeing because like I think I bought probably 3 mutant modules to get a complete one, because the little screws, there's just so many pieces on
so
that
many
thing.
pieces on it. Yeah.
That get lost very easily. All right. Let's just a couple other quick things here to round out the show. Speaking of Ninja Turtles, we have the non-divided versions of the Ninja Turtle pack.
They cleaned up their skin.
Yeah, this
is after proactive.
Yeah, proactive. And I gotta be honest, like I wanted the other ones, but they never showed up at my Walmart. Maybe they got picked up by the time I got there. But if I see this, I think I'd pick it up. Dan, what's your thoughts on these remastered ones?
This is another case of a toy company, I think, listening to the criticisms and doing something about it.
Yep.
Because not only did they fix the skin and make it smoother like the vintage ones, they fixed Donatello and Leonardo's heads that were backwards on the other ones.
Yeah.
So like they actually listened and made some corrections. Now the articulation's still a little funky. The ankles are weird. They're like pointless. I hate that. Like we're so close. And then I don't know what's up with that Shredder.
Shredder is just...
like his face, man.
He's seen things. Okay, he's seen things.
Why is it so hard to get a good Shredder? I don't understand why Shredder is so difficult.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, that Shredder. My Shredder needs kyphosis. I need him hunched over, kind of gnarled.
Right?
That's the Shredder we need.
But I'm probably gonna pick this up when I finally see it, because I need to do a comparison time. I need to look at these. I think it's like you want to reward that, but at the same time, it's like, man, quit making me rebuy stuff.
Playmates has been making us rebuy these things for 30-something years.
You're
now.
Totally right.
Yeah.
You've never stopped reissuing Turtles.
But I do. Hopefully, these are more available than the last ones. I just didn't get any of them, but I would like to get this set. How about Quip? How about you? You are very selective. Are you buying this set?
So these Turtles actually make me wonder. As Dan pointed out, Playmates listened somewhat, right? They corrected a bunch of things. Maybe they haven't gotten to the ankles yet, but overall, these are definitely an improvement. And I've thought the same thing where, okay, if I see these in person, I'd want to kind of check them out. Maybe even I do order them because these would qualify for the free shipping. And if I don't love them, I can always return it, right?
True.
But I'm sort of hoping, like when it comes to the play sets, because what's more tempting for me with the vintage Playmates line is to pick up some of those vehicles, and the sewer set has been released, and that's 1-to-1, right? So they kind of listen to people. So is there a chance that they redo the Technodrome 1-to-1? So it's one of those things where it's like I'm really hoping they do. And if they do, then absolutely, without a question, I'm gonna buy the 1-to-1 Technodrome and the 1-to-1 sewer layer, even if I have to pay a little extra aftermarket, right? Because we don't know when that could potentially happen. But this is an example, so there's hope there. But if I did go in on these, I like the Turtles, and I would want to see what they would do with the individually packed, like if we would get these 6-pack Turtles individually packed. Because I'm not a fan of that Shredder, and I'm not a fan of the Splinter either.
Yeah, the Splinter is the Splinter is okay, but the Shredder is
I don't think the Splinter's that bad. I think the Splinter's fine.
It's not awful. I just don't love it
compared to the Shredder.
Compared to the Shredder, sure.
Yeah, compared to Shredder, yeah. I'd be curious to see how they do other characters, though. Like, I wonder what their Bebop and Rocksteady would look like in this format.
Yep.
Well, this is like, because this is a great idea that they should have been on a long time ago, right? Because this is like since MOTU Origins basically came out, people have said this is what we want for Turtles. We want toys that look like the vintage ones, but articulate like modern toys. And like that's really close with these. These are so close to being that. They're not quite there. But even like that Splinter, he looks modernized. He doesn't look like the vintage toy articulated. You know what I mean? Like they went a little different direction with the Splinter. The Shredder they kind of kept looking vintage, other than
standing him up.
Standing him up, but I don't know. It's interesting.
Wait, are the eyebrows on the helmet?
Yeah,
they're tucked underneath there.
Didn't know how inspired they were from the vintage one, but
Dan, you make the point very, and this is what we've talked about these when they first came out, with all the divots and everything, and pimples or whatever. Yeah. But this almost the second MOTU Origins came out, and we got them in our hands. We were like, cool, now do turtles, or like Playmates, hire whoever did this or something and do this. And this is like a kinda, but also not all the way.
And like, did you get their last Ronin figure that they did in like vintage style?
No, but I've heard great things.
I've seen
it's so good, and it's like because that came out first before these.
Yes,
and it's one of those things that just made me go, why didn't they do this with these? You know what I mean? Because that was such a weird random one-off thing they did, almost like they were testing the waters for like maybe people want something that's like vintage style or you know and like but articulated. And then they came out with these, and like they dumbed down the articulation just from the last Ronin figure that they did. And it's like, what are we doing?
But I feel like Playmates does that a lot, where it's just like, it's right there. Just do that.
I mean, with the when they started re-releasing and doing the classic collection with the brickback card backs, right? Even though it's got a J hook now instead of a punch hole, and I was like, okay, cool, this is my way back in, right? So I bought all 4 of the turtles. I had the blimp, even though the blimp was a weird hybrid. That was the first inkling of. So they did all 4 turtles in the van, then they did the blimp, and you were kind of like,
body,
okay, this isn't the classic, but maybe I'll just do the 10 backs and get out. But then Rocksteady came out and Bebop came out, and the paint hits were so lacking. Like they were abysmal with respect to Rocksteady's camo pants and Bebop's like shoes and pants, and you couldn't like, it was just they only did like red and black and like nothing else.
I was gonna say, wasn't there one Bebop where his whole lower body was just black, straight black?
Right, yeah,
like,
they didn't paint the shoes at all. It was just it looked like he was wearing ballet.
Just
tights.
Straight black. Yeah, it was super
really
weird.
That is what got me out of that line, is once I saw Bebop, because I'm a huge Bebop and Rocksteady fan, right? And they massacred my boy Bebop, and so I just had to bow out of that. Hopefully we'll see what they look like in this TMNT Classics kind of rethinking how they might come out in this line. Hopefully they do them a little more justice, but that'll remain to be seen.
Yeah.
All right, and then we'll move on from the turts here as we wrap things or round things out here. Radical Rejects met its goal, but isn't moving forward. It's a bummer. It's kind of on that turtle train. So weird. Quip. This was something you were so excited about. You were all in. You backed. You were like, day one, let's go. I felt like I had to give you some space to just, have your feelings or share your thoughts.
So for whatever reason, they've cited tariffs and a couple of other things. It's multifaceted. They didn't put it all on tariffs, but they did say that tariffs were a primary concern associated with them canceling this. It feels weird, particularly on the heels of it backing, right? It backed. I forget how recently it backed. And then it backed like 2 or 3 days before closing, and then like the day before closing out, they just said, "Oh, you know what? We're gonna cancel it." And the whole time they were giving backers updates saying, "Hey, and even if we don't get to these unlocked goals, right?" Because I was really excited about Rabid Robin, and then getting down to Conant the Barbarous and Grimsley the Executioner, because those 2 toys specifically were old designs that didn't work their way into the Playmates line. They were kind of combined to make Anthrax. And so that's where the name Radical Rejects came from. So I was thinking, just conceptually, this is a cool concept with a lot of cool creators that do custom pieces like DeFoot, Baducci Studios, Master Turtle Toys. Trying to think of who else. Dibs did some of the card art for it. So lots of cool people who are doing lots of awesome customs coming together. I was really excited about this. They're regrouping. I haven't given up hope. We'll see how they come back. Hopefully they can bounce back. But it is, it's a little bittersweet. I'll say it's bitter from the point of you at least thought that you were going to get the Smash figure. But sweet from the perspective of they have still assured the fans that they're just trying to regroup, rethink, and then coming back. And yes, Christopher Negri, they at least funded an unlocked Smash, and then the glow in the dark Smash. The glow in the dark Smash, they didn't meet the financial goal for the glow in the dark Smash yet, but they funded enough where people who had ordered the standard issue Smash were looking forward to getting their figures, and then unfortunately they had to cancel.
Yeah, I was bummed to see this. I was backing this too, and because I love the designs and the concept that you were talking about, so I was bummed when I saw that email. It sucks. I hope you're right though. I hope they are regrouping and they figure it out, and this gets a second chance at life. I would love to see that.
One more chance. One more chance. And speaking of bringing things to life, we mentioned, or Alpha Magnus mentioned, how he made a custom Origins-y style Handsome Man. Here it is.
Oh my God. And he's got the great pumpkin buckets there.
Yeah.
Alpha Magnus had those at Toylanta. Those are so
Toylanta,
sweet.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he's amazing. He's got soft goods pants.
I think he used some of the Superstars, the WWF line.
Yeah.
To put some of this together. I don't know which figures. I don't know if he wants to give away the recipe, but
wave 2 buckets. There you go.
Wave 2 buckets. Cool.
No, that's great. That's great.
I love it, dude. I love it. It's amazing.
Toys.
I love that the's customs now.
See, it's
the Handsome Man legacy
taking over the culture. Ace Ramen Toys, you got to get on it ASAP. Strike now.
Let's make official ones. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly. All right. I think that is gonna wrap it up.
Oh, hey, the Deadheads are in the chat.
Oh, they are?
Man.
Wait.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah. We plugged the vinyl and everything.
We did. We talked about it.
Yeah.
I'm getting it now. But Dan, thank you so much for coming on. Again, thank you for the book and helping document these things that mean so much to all of us toy collectors. But thank you for all of the hard work you've done now for 17 years and counting. I don't think anyone aside from other toy tubers can appreciate how hard you work and how much you put into it, how much love you put into it. And as someone that's been a fan of your videos since, I'm guessing, around the beginning 17 years ago, I just thank you for all that you've done and are going to continue to do. It's awesome stuff.
Thank you, man. No, that's super generous. I love doing this still. I always say that, like, as long as I'm having fun, I'm going to keep doing this. If it stops being fun, what's the point, right? What's the point? So I'm going to keep doing it while it's fun. But thank you guys for giving me a platform to come on and help promote the book. I really, really appreciate, like, the support I've been getting from all of the other toy tubers and podcasters and everything has been, like, so amazing. Like, I am just so grateful to all the support that's been thrown at me. So thank you guys very much. And again, like, go order that book if you're interested. It would really help us out.
Absolutely.
Really help us out. Yeah.
Toy collector Blake. We love Pixel Dave.
Hey, Blake! Pixel Dave. Yeah. Thanks, Matt Cardona. Yeah.
Oh man. One quick super chat here, Eudori. Thank you, Dan. Can't wait to get this book.
Thank you,
shelf
man.
presence. Dan is the GOAT.
Oh man, thanks.
Can't
man.
disagree there. But yeah,
this is too much nice stuff. Somebody say something mean about me or something, so you got to knock me back down a peg.
Yeah, I'm glad. No, our chat's pretty positive. We're not a negative group here.
I'll just go read some of my YouTube comments.
Yeah, exactly. Go read the YouTube comments. It'll be great.
Keep you humble. Just
that's right. That's right.
I'm feeling too good. Let me go to the comments.
Anyway, so again, thank you, Dan. Again, links have been in the chats all night, but we'll put a link in the description as well for people that watch this after the fact. The replay crew And Dan, I'm sure you're doing the press tour here. What are some of the shows that people can find you on coming up next?
So I'm gonna be hanging out with Toying Around on the 14th. I'm really looking forward to that.
Awesome.
I think, what else do I have coming up? I've got a couple other things coming up. I don't know. I need to Ken from Toy Connections reached out.
Oh, love Ken.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's funny if he's watching. Hey, I'm gonna respond to you here pretty soon. We're gonna set that up because I literally just got that a little bit ago. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna be making the rounds. This is like the last week, so you're probably gonna get annoyed by me talking about this book.
Never.
The only way to get me to stop is to buy the book. If you want me to shut up, prove it by buying the book. Yeah.
Then we got Dole reaching out. He's got Gotham City tonight.
He just Gotham City tonight. There you go.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
People are giving you negative stuff here, Dan. Pixel Dan smells like rainbows and unicorns.
I don't know if that's very. That sounds kind of nice. Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much. We will see you all next Sunday. I'm in my in-laws' house. It was my niece's birthday in New York, so I flew in to be at her birthday today. Congrats to the Snowcat for HasLab. We didn't have time to get that.
Yeah, that's right.
But it backed. And everybody have a great start to your week. We'll see you all next time. Hasta luego and goodbye.
Bye, guys. Thank you.